Hello and welcome back to Oliver Clatworthy Music, and in today's video is a different kind of video that I haven't done in about, if I can think of the months, since October. I'm going to be interviewing Zak Zaffiro, Olly Zaffiro from the Zaffiros, and their conductor, we'll get onto that in a minute, Tom Donovan, about their upcoming Phoenix gig, which is taking place on August the 21st at Exeter Phoenix. Who they're being supported by 3 Days of Wonder and a band called SOS, who I've never heard of before. And they are going to be joined on stage by a live orchestra and choir, and I'm going to be chatting to them about what's to come for that gig and the origins of the orchestra. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another interview. So I am now joined by two of the Zaffiros and their conductor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So please talk about what have you been up to? Because I last spoke to you guys way back in September, and that was leading towards your Phoenix headline with Obvious Events. So
was it? Oh,
how did that go, if you remember that? Because I certainly do.
Yeah, that was good fun. We had a good time. Yeah. There was a lot of good bands on that lineup. Well, I think with like King Louis and stuff. Was that the yeah. And New Relic and stuff. Yeah, it was a really good gig. We kind of stayed in contact with those bands since and done some gigs with them since. So yeah, we had a lot of fun.
It was a good fun.
It was also, fun fact time, the first time you used a backing track.
Yes, we know. Yeah, it was a bit of a stress because we just set up the system, and we weren't as sure on it as we became like a few months later, because obviously it was one of the first times we used it, and we had a bit of an issue in sound check, and we were just getting no in-ear mix at all and no tracks out the front. And we spent about an hour just trying to get stuff out the front. So yeah.
And when you did come on stage, I could only hear bass and drums.
I'm not going to comment on that.
But anyway,
it was interesting from in his perspective.
It was, yes, but we had fun nonetheless.
Then you released your Polarity EP. Then you went on Polarity tour. You played the Cavern with support from Through Horizon, the Shambles. So
we did. Yeah.
How's it been since then?
A lot's happened. We've had a lot on, and we're all quite busy individuals, so it's been a very hectic time. And yeah, like as you said, we went on tour, and that was just so much fun. Like I don't think I've ever had so much fun just fucking around in a car with you lot, just like big idiots.
Yeah.
While we're traveling up and down the country, like cramped in a tiny Vauxhall Corsa up like this because we couldn't move because there's so much equipment.
Kazoos were involved.
Yeah.
I remember the kazoo
incident.
Yeah, no. But we've had a lot on since 3 of us have graduated university, so that's been a big thing. In the big thing since that tour, we kind of went into our final semester, and I won't bore everyone with details, but it was just hectic, and trying to balance uni life and music with the Zaffiros was a nightmare, but we managed it, and we had a lot of fun in the process. So yeah.
You also had a toe surgery, didn't you, Zach?
Yes, I did. Yeah, good memory.
Good old Stumpy.
Yeah. Yeah, as when we played our Comedia gig, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a bit, I was literally just coming off the back of that, so I took a bunch of painkillers beforehand and just hoped for the best.
I was drugged up.
The next 3 days after that gig, I just did not move because I was just in so much pain. But yeah.
So how did the idea of the orchestra came about? Because I remember being at the Cavern with you guys, and you had your Logic file open, and I had a sneaky peek.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it's So as I mentioned, we were in our final semester of uni, and in our final semester we had a module that was a final performance at Comedia, which for all those don't know, it's a venue in Bath, like the venue in Bath. I think it's like 500 cap, and it's renowned for like amazing sound, and it's an amazing venue. Like the actual like ceiling's high and majestic. So we knew that we needed to do something big, and I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, this is really weird, but I was literally just trying to go to sleep one night, and I just watched this video of Bring Me the Horizon at the Royal Albert Hall for like the millionth time. For those who know that, it's like mind blowing.
It's
like
them with an orchestra.
It's them with like a massive orchestra, and I just couldn't sleep, and I kept thinking, I want to do that, and I got about 2 hours sleep that night, and then the next night I got about 2 hours sleep again. I was like, I need to sleep, I need to do this, otherwise I'm literally not gonna be able. Yeah, no, I just couldn't sleep, and I was like, screw it, we're gonna do it. So I messaged the boys and I said, is this crazy, or should we do it? And yeah,
I remember initially looking at it like, oh, because Zach does this thing where he's like, he will propose things that are so like amazingly like absurd. Like, it's like, yes, that would be awesome if we did that, Zach, but we can't do that. And then he does it. I'm like, all right, fine, we can do it.
And then we say it will never happen again.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, and here we are.
Yeah.
Here
So
we are.
Next step after that really was I contacted Tom, because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pull this off, but I know if I'm going to, Tom is probably the person I need to speak to. Because for those who don't know, Tom is he's on is it a BA course?
Yeah, BA music. It's like commercial music, which Zach is on, and lots of the other people Ollie has spoke to on his channel, but slightly different. We could do a whole episode on that another time, Ollie.
Yeah. And I got in contact with him because he's got more of a theory when it comes, more of a knowledge when it comes to theory and scoring and arranging. So you were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, how much work can it be?
Yeah. And then we start.
I remember because you asking me wasn't the first I heard of it.
Really?
Because someone was so excited the night before. You're like, has Zach messaged you yet?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Why? He's like, well, he's had an idea.
Yeah, but no, we I think the gig was in May, and I messaged you in February. Yeah. And so it was a long period of kind of putting it together, and we the way it worked was it was only 4 songs for this gig at Comedia, so we had all the songs we were going to do already recorded. So it would work that I'd sit down and do some MIDI stuff, and then Tom would pretty much tell me if I got everything wrong or not, and he'd tell me if it was possible. And I remember him telling me, "Do you need to know the ranges of these instruments?" Because I didn't even have a clue. It's so interesting because you have an idea and it's so exciting, but then you just don't realize sometimes how much actually goes into it that you wouldn't even think. And I think that's kind of what the process has been of you going, have you thought about this? But it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
How do you get everyone in one room though? Because there's like 40 people in the orchestra and choir.
Spreadsheet.
There was a spreadsheet.
There was multiple spreadsheets. Yeah. We had a color-coded spreadsheet of everyone in the orchestra and their contact details. So if there was a data leak, I would be fucked. But yeah.
Pick up GDPR.
And then we had like rehearsal sheets, and we had
Who could make what rehearsal?
Yeah, had that, and we had sound check sheets, and we had there was extensive tech riders. Too many group chats to count, with sound techs and choir and orchestra and admin chats and stuff.
Event organisers.
It was a lot to organise, but I think it was a thing of, because it was for my grade, there was also the incentive of, I need to pass my course, so I should probably get on this. So it was a big task, but I think it was a thing of we started doing it early enough that we had time to make mistakes. We had time to kind of figure out the ins and outs of how to do this for the first time, because as well as it was my first time, like even playing on stage with an orchestra, and all of our first time, it was also your first time like conducting for an orchestra as well. And there was like a learning curve, I feel like.
What songs did you do at Comedia?
Grace, Statues,
Death
Instincts
Instincts.
out of sight.
Yeah.
So only one of the songs that's on the Polarity EP.
Yeah.
We just wanted to do like some new stuff because we thought we could have gone kind of two ways with it. We could have gone for like some of our old stuff, which is a bit more contemporary, would have been a bit more slow. But like I said, for those who haven't watched the Bring Me the Horizon at the Royal Albert Hall with an orchestra, it's like so high energy, and I thought like up-tempo stuff can work really well for this, and I think it
just makes it sound epic.
Yeah.
We were going for that epic movie soundtrack kind of vibe,
so we went for like the most dramatic songs.
So I do actually know someone who got asked to be in the choir for the Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
But she said no because she was too busy. And I got told it's a 50-minute set. So what are you gonna do?
You've been digging.
I've been digging. Thank you, Lucy Matzel, for telling me literally everything.
Don't leak your sources, Ollie.
But it's going to be a longer set. I think. Luckily, we had the 4 songs already written, and it's been a bit better this time for the Comedia gig. Obviously it's a bit different for you. But from my perspective, that for the first gig there was a lot of work on just like getting the MIDI ready to send to Tom. But we've had the wonderful Mike Chamberlain helping us as well.
Yeah, big up Mike.
Big up Mike. And
Michael.
We've had Hugh and Ted also do some arranging as well. So it's kind of been everyone's taken a song for this one, and it's just taking the workload off a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't feel like that for you, but
it's been really fun to see different people's approaches to it though, because each of you have a definite way of looking at it, and it's been really interesting to sort of dive into and take apart.
So how long did it take to set up the stage for Comedia for everyone to get off on stage and everyone to get off stage?
Do you want the answer of how long it was meant to take, or how long it was meant to take?
Both, please.
So we ended up having 2 sound checks. We had a sound check about a week and a half before the actual gig.
What?
Yeah, we had 2 sound. It's such a big thing that on the night, because there was about 10 other bands playing on the night that we played. The changeovers were like so short that we weren't going to get a sound check, and that just wasn't really feasible. Just because, not necessarily for us, but for the techs, having to suddenly have 40 people thrust upon them that they need to mix and get in-ear monitors for and wedges sorted for. So we had 2 sound checks, and the first sound check, I messaged everyone and said, "Oh yeah, get here for 10." And I felt really bad because we were just like, obviously, as the nature of these things, you underestimate the time it's going to take to get it.
Oh, love it. You're frozen. Please come back. Oh, he's gone. He's fucked off. Please come back.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry about that,
Our
mate.
Wi-Fi died.
You were saying the last thing you said was underestimate the timings.
Oh yeah, so it's so easy. I think we did it from the get-go. Everything that we thought would take a certain amount of time, we kind of had to double or triple that time, and that's actually how long it took. And that was the same with the sound checks. I think it took around, the first sound check was around 4 to 5 hours, and the second one was 3 hours, I think. So it was around 8 hours of sound
And then the
checking.
changeover time on the day.
Changeover time, we had about an hour's changeover. So there was around 9 hours of like actual setting up time.
Lord.
And that's a mixture of difficulties on our end, difficulty on the tech's end, and everything in the middle.
Lots of stuff. Yeah.
How are you going to make this work for the Phoenix?
Just.
So being on it, mate.
We're working with the wonderful Dom Chiswell from down at the Junction. We did a gig with him for our tour that we were mentioning earlier, the Polarity tour, and he was just lovely and so good. So our first thought when we booked in this gig was, let's get in contact with Dom, and he's been amazing already. And we've kind of we have a meeting with him coming up soon, and we're just going to discuss timings and pretty much say to the Phoenix, what's the earliest we can start making sound in this venue, just so that we can start just getting stuff set up and start sound checking as soon as possible. Because also there's two other support bands. We'll make sure they get a sound check as well. So yeah.
If I can remember correctly, the Bright Young Things Festival, if you remember that festival from about 3 years ago, I think Archie Featonby messaged me. I think I remember him messaging me that his loading was like 2 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think because we've got our own sound engineer, we can kind of we have a bit more leeway on when we can start, because we can bring him and just start whenever. So it would just be as long as we don't
unlock the doors.
When they unlock the doors,
pretty much.
They're at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever we're allowed to legally make sound, we'll make sound.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be tight, but like I said, we've got a bigger team working with us this time. And we've obviously, as I said, there was 10 other bands playing on the Comedia gig we did. Well, for this Phoenix gig, there's only 3 of us all together, as well as it's a gig that we've booked and organised that is based around us. So it can be, the entire focus of going into it is how can we set this up to make it as convenient for us, rather than us going on stage after like eight or 9 other bands have already played and having to quickly piece something together. So it's definitely going to be a lot more focused, and hopefully that'll help like split the time down and make sure it's not like a 9-hour setup time. Yeah,
because that's insane.
Yeah. Like I said, we thought it was going to be around 3 hours of sound checking, and we had to double and triple that time. So
yeah. So what songs are you going to play at the Phoenix?
What songs do you think we'll play? How about that?
Little Ghost, because you did a reel and you mentioned Little Ghost.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. Should we say what?
I think we might keep it a mystery, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll reveal. How about we reveal 2 songs on it?
Yeah.
So,
but make them vastly different.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
I think Absence and Little Ghost will sound really good with an orchestra.
Yeah, we're doing those 2. Yes. But we're doing those 2. That's literally what we were working on.
Yeah.
Like just before we got on this call, doing some piano for Absence. So.
Yeah. So please, can you correctly name the confirmed members of the orchestra and choir, the ones who are confirmed for the Phoenix, without cheating?
Right.
Should
we start with choir?
Think of the spreadsheet.
And what they play as well.
Okay. Baritones, we've got Max.
Yep.
Louis.
Yep.
Tenor, we've got Freddie and Ray. And then for alto, we've got Fee and we've got Izzy. And then soprano, we've got Iona and we've got Lizzie. For sax, we've got Alice, we've got Emily, and we've got Ved. For trumpet,
do you want me to take this one?
Trumpet, we've got Matt, Jeff, Evie, and Ned.
Yep.
For piano, we got Charlie. For harp, we've got Lily.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
Strings.
For cello, we've got Joss. For violin, we've got Emily and Emma, I believe. And I think that's it. Thank you.
How many people was that? I think I counted 10 for the choir.
Yeah, it's 8 in the choir, and I think around 13 or 14 for the orchestra. So it's a bit.
4.
Quick math.
3.
11, 92.
12.
Yeah, so it's a bit smaller this time, but it's a smaller stage, and also the players are like amazing. Comedia, we had like such a blast, and like everyone was amazing. But for this gig, we've like managed to source some players from like orchestras that are based around Devon, so they will have like roots connected to Devon and connected to Exeter. So it's going to feel like a very like hometowny kind of show.
Yeah,
celebrating a community of like really talented musicians. So we're really looking forward to it.
I mean, yeah. Who are the supports? Who's supporting?
It's SOS and 3 Days of Wonder.
Who are SOS? Because I don't think I've heard of them.
They're amazing.
Sick is what they are.
No, you go.
Yeah. So they're it's kind of like, it's like rock. Their bio says we make baby making music. That's what their bio says. So it's like sexy rock. It's sexy rock.
It's really cool.
Yeah, there's sexy rock is what it is, and it's sick. Yeah.
We met Josh, the frontman, when we were like 12. Like our first ever gig, his band Capulus were playing, and they asked us to support, and we were like an acoustic duo playing on a electric guitar and a cajon. And then they came out and just played hard rock, and it was quite funny because we were just playing like George Ezra covers, and they come out and just melt our faces off, and it was brilliant. But then we got the pleasure to play with them, supporting them at ZLA in Bristol for our Polarity tour, and we were just like, these guys are awesome. Asked them if they wanted to join us on the lineup, and they were like, yes, definitely. So very excited for people to see them. They're really, really good.
Yeah, and 3 Days of Wonder, as you know,
sick, amazing,
lovely guys, so cool.
Yeah,
just got such a great vibe about their music. Like it's just like, it's such feel good music, but also so powerful at the same time. And we felt that really fitted the orchestra vibe. So yeah, you've got like very like empowering, beautiful, moving 3 Days of Wonder, and then sexy SOS, and then us with an orchestra. So it'll be really interesting, I think. So
and we've known Finn from 3 Days of Wonder for quite a few years as well.
Yeah.
So it's like we said, it's just like, it just feels like a bunch of mates just coming on and just like celebrating the ecstasy.
Yeah, it's cool. It's because, as you say, it's the ecstasy, and because also we have like the orchestra as well. There's going to be lots of people coming together and discovering new music just through mutuals and stuff. And so it'll be really interesting because you have some grandma that's going to watch her daughter play violin, and there's just me screaming down the mic and scaring them. So like, it's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be a really interesting night.
Yeah,
I mean, 3 Days of Wonder will bring a lot of college crowd.
Yeah,
they will.
They have a good following in Exeter.
Yeah,
because they're playing a gig with Through Our Eyes, I believe, a little before.
Yes, they are in Totnes at the Barrel House, which I am going to.
That'd be an awesome gig.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they're nice lads, and like we said, it's nice to support some local acts.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what is your favourite instrument in the orchestra?
Cello.
Harp.
Really?
Harp. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Baritone sax.
Nice.
I thought you would have said the harp.
No.
The conductor.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest time signature you've had to conduct?
They've all been quite tame. It's just sort of weird stuff that goes on within them. So sort of the weirdest sort of structure is Out of Sight, because I need to get this right now. It's either 4 bars of 4. Is it
3 bars of 4?
Yes, it's 3 bars of 4, then a bar of 2, then 4 bars of 4, and a bar of 2.
So it's subdivided.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it goes
into
a
polyrhythm going over the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the verse, before it goes into the chorus, it's 2 bars of 3 and then a bar of 4. But on that bar of 4, it feels like a bar of 3 because then there's a hit on the end of 4.
Yeah.
But then you magically fall back into 4 for the chorus.
Yeah.
You've lost
You're
me.
a drummer, Olly.
You've
You
lost
should have
me.
got that.
Yeah.
You studied drums at Thing.
Yeah, that's the polite way of saying we're wankers, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's
But
good fun.
time signatures wise,
It's okay.
It's okay. The worst thing you get is 7/8 in Grace, but it sort of sticks in it for the most part.
When's the 7/8 in Grace?
The main verse bit, but because it's so slow, it almost feels like a bar of 4 and a bar of 3.
Yeah.
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 So is this the last orchestra gig?
We said that
We said that last time.
Yeah, I remember we were driving in me, Zach, and his parents were in the van driving back to our university to take all the music stands and the big 6-foot concert hut back. And we just turn into Bath Bar campus. And your mum turns to us and goes, so when are you going to do it again? And this was like midnight. We'd packed up, we'd loaded the van. We'd just like, no.
Absolutely
no,
not.
Absolutely no. But then within 5 days, we had both rang each other and gone, I've got a plan.
Yeah. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, we said no.
Yeah.
But
it's like going for an awful run. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like when you get to the end, you're like, never again.
I was thinking drinking too much.
Oh yeah. That too. But so never say never, but I think for now this will be for the time being, it will be the only orchestra gig for a long time, I reckon.
Exchange basement. It needs to happen. Exchange basement.
Fuck off. Absolutely not.
We were talking about that just now, that the capacity, we'd fill half of it just with the orchestra.
Yeah.
I asked Technicolor Steam Train if they'd like to do a basement gig because it'd be funny.
Yeah.
They've renovated it.
Yeah.
It's bigger now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah. TSD did Wine Vaults. I don't know if you've ever been to Wine Vaults.
They've been stuffed into
They've
their
been,
venues before.
they've been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised they fit on the Exeter Library stage, to be fair.
Yeah. But I've seen them squeeze on smaller stages than that.
Yeah. Mr. Wolf's as well.
Basement of the assembly in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, lots of small stages. Yeah.
So how did you take your recorded songs, your songs that were already picked for Comedia? How did you reinterpret them into an orchestral setting?
So we literally just took what we recorded and took maybe a couple of guitar layers off, because we've been in the studio a bit anyway. I'm not going to mention too much on that, but we've got some exciting stuff coming up with that. So we took some extra layers off that was just like Foley and ambient stuff. And we just kind of recorded over the top of it. Just like I said, we started with MIDI straight into Logic. And then we took the pieces into MuseScore, and Tom arranged from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk about how I thought about it?
Yeah, of course.
So I thought about it so we had the original tracks, and I always thought about it if you're adding something new or reinforcing it. So it's in, say, pre-chorus of Out of Sight. The strings are all on the hits with the band, reinforcing it. But then in bits like the intro, the saxes are playing a new melody over the top of that really cool riff. And then in Statues, it's sort of the big hits instrumental. That's everything with the band. But then in the verses, the violins play some new melodies.
Yeah.
So it's about supplementation and reinforcing it.
That's what you said to me as well. Like when I was arranging, you just said take the motifs you have, like if for Grace with that bass line, dun 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 dun, what she's playing, reinforcing that with strings or something, rather than just trying to find new melodies. It gets so busy. I think I found that with Statues.
And it's with the one that Ted did, which I won't name it. It's some motifs from that song come in the intro, like the iconic motif of that song is in the intro. So it sort of gets it in your brain, and then the chorus hits, and it all comes together. Yeah,
definitely. And it's doing that all in MuseScore. And then putting it back in once Tom's worked his magic, exporting that, putting it back into Logic so you can hear it with the full band again, making sure everything works. He'd normally send that to the group chat or send that to me, and we'd go through it and like figure out markings and structure, and then we'd send it out. We have this folder on Google Drive that we send to all the group chats and stuff. Send out the sheet music as well as MP3s so everyone can learn their parts.
I think from a songwriting standpoint, our actual songs use a lot of space and ambience. So when it came to applying the orchestral parts, that space and the ambience that we normally have was already there, and it very much lent itself to the orchestral outlook on the songs.
I agree.
Yeah.
So how do you think the Phoenix gig is going to sell with the orchestra?
I'm so nervous about it.
I'm nervous. I think it's going to do well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
But like the numbers online are doing well.
Yeah.
Like the campaign we've been putting together, the marketing campaign has been doing really well.
Yeah.
Lots of interaction. I have people telling me they've bought tickets, and
It's so funny. These guys are in this room, like composing and writing music, and I'm in the other room, editing a reel of Zach slapping me in the face to promote the gig and stuff like that. So it's so funny, but it's I guess it's working. But
I think people
Yeah.
traveling like 8 hours down to come to it. So
Jesus.
I think it's going to sell well, but I don't want to jinx it. If we put on a good lineup, we've put some effort into the set. Like we've got some exciting surprises in the set, and some which I won't spoil here, but we've got some potential exciting things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put together the best show we can. We've promoted it, and I hope it does well. Like
I think in terms of production, because we're going so big on the orchestral production, we thought we might as well make it an experience because we're doing that. So we're very much, because it's probably the most creative control we've ever had on a big show like this.
Yeah.
We're kind of just like, we might as well make it an experience as much as we can. So hopefully that's what people are interested in. Yeah.
I mean, I bought my tickets like a couple of days after they went on sale.
Yeah.
I don't think I was the first one, but I do know a lot of people that have got the date in their diaries, who are booking tickets, who are going.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. It's the same with Comedia. We couldn't gauge it at all.
Yeah.
Because you're like, is there going to be anyone here?
Yeah.
But it was, I think there's a lot of people came down just because they were like, how is this going to work? And I think that's why we were confident going to booking at the Phoenix after doing Comedia in Bath. We were like, there were so many people there who I believe turned up to see us, or because they were just supporting lots of people in the orchestra. People brought their friends and family, but also people were just like, this might be a spectacle. Like, how are they going to pull this off? This sounds interesting. Yeah. And I think we're like, in Exeter, like, I know that if I was a college student there, if I was a uni student in Exeter, I heard, there's rock music going on with an orchestra. Oh, that sounds sick. I'll head down and see what it is. Yeah. And it's like, we thought if we priced the tickets reasonably and put on a good lineup, like, we think it will sell well. So, yeah.
I mean, what else do you have coming up then? What's the plans for the future?
So it's we don't know. We're all like just figuring out life right now. Yeah. So I don't think we're putting pressure on it. We're gonna figure it out, and I don't think there's going to be. There hasn't been any talks or any push for anything like crazy right now. But we have been recording, so there might be some exciting things in the future. Yeah. And as I said, we needed recordings for the orchestra anyway. So and Ted was also recording for his module at university. So we've got some really great recordings that we're sitting on currently. Yeah. And we haven't put pressure on ourselves. As we said, this is our priority right now, but maybe in the future we'll see what happens with.
Yeah, it's very much a transitional part of everyone's lives at the moment. So yeah, we just thought we just thought we just want to put on a sick gig, and just see what happens. Yeah.
There's been a lot of passion going to this gig, and we thought we'd rather put all our eggs in one basket right now and put all of our creative energy into this rather than spreading it thinly over multiple different projects that we're currently working on. So we thought focus on this, smash this out, and then we can maybe have a discussion about the future after. Yeah.
Olly, you're playing the Phoenix as well in a different band.
Yes, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Which would have already been and gone.
This would have been gone, but that lineup is stacked. We're very excited. Yeah, it's a stacked metal lineup.
I won't be there because I'm hopefully going to the Wired Design gig.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's Fraser's gig, isn't it? Yeah. That looks like such a sick gig. We are on at 6:15, Ollie. So
ooh, perchance. Maybe.
A chance.
How long's your set?
25 minutes.
Oh, actually. Mm.
Tickle your fancy.
It does. It does, to be fair. Are you the first band on? Or...
Yeah. Are we second now? We're first band on.
Really?
Yeah.
I might do then. Come and witness the Ginger fronting Exeter Phoenix for the first time since he fell under the stage.
I am going to talk about that. I'm going to say last time I was here, I almost killed myself, like under the stairs. Sorry, that sounds morbid.
I made myself a concussion.
Yeah, I went flying under the stage and everyone thought I was dead. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
Are you gonna mosh pit in the crowd again?
No.
Too old for that.
No, I'm getting on now, Ollie.
Yeah.
Everything hurts.
Getting old.
Getting old.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for chatting to me about the Phoenix.
Well,
It's gonna go very, very well. I hope.
I hope so too.
So-
We're very excited.
Yeah.
Please tell everyone where people can find your socials and the tickets and whatnot.
So we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all of that. Twitter at the Zaffiros. Ticket links are in our link trees in the bios of all of those.
Yeah. On the Exeter Phoenix webpage, it's on there as well.
Yeah.
21st
of August.
It's
this is happening.
£8. It's £8.
£8. £8 for an orchestra and 2 amazing bands.
I don't think the ticket price was mentioned at any point during this video.
Yeah, it's cheap as chips, and it's going to be a great night of music.
Yeah.
So yeah, please come along. We're really looking forward to it, and as we said, we put a lot into it. So we know that we're going to have a show that hopefully everyone's going to really enjoy.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Yeah.
If everyone buys a ticket to the gig, you'll make 3,200 quid.
Yeah. Wow.
That's quite that.
Well,
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see.
maybe not profit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Income, not profit.
Yes. Also, the gig's also being filmed, so if anybody wants to be on film, then come to the gig.
Or if you don't tell us, we won't film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good gig.
Who's filming it? Because is Mike not in the orchestra? Because he was last time.
I'm not going to comment on that because there's some surprises, but Mike is not filming or videoing. No, there's an amazing videographer and photographer called Nate.
Nate Rose.
Yeah, and he's from Bath Spa. He's on the same course as me, and he's been absolutely smashing it. So yeah, for those who don't know him, check him out and get in contact with him if you're looking for any music videos or band promo or gig photography or videography. He is like amazing and a lovely guy. So yeah, check him out.
Yeah. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more of this kind of video. Please book your tickets right now to see the Zaffiros live at the Phoenix with loads of members of orchestra and choir. And thank you very much for watching.
Toodles.